guys, welcome to Touch Base Thursday for May 23rd. I'm excited to be going live with all of you tonight. Sure, Claire. We have lots of fun projects to share with you using our Hedgehugs stamp set. And I'm really sad to see this one go. And if you don't have it in your collection yet, I really hope that you consider adding it to your collection because it's pretty awesome. We love it. I'm just going to mute my computer here, make sure I'm live with all of you before I get started. For those of you who might be new to watching my Facebook Lives, welcome to Kim Vogel's Basement Bunch Stampers group. I'm excited to be going live with all of you tonight. And I'm excited to share some cute projects with you all. So you might notice that I have a new fancy backdrop. My sister added some backdrops today to my collection of backdrops. So I'm using the navy blue one tonight. So I'm really excited. Hi Patty and hi Sonia. So those of you who may have not heard much from me today, I took the day off from work and had a few of my helpers come over and we spent the whole day cleaning my basement. It looks amazing down here. I wish I could give you guys a quick little tour of it, but we spent the whole day pricing all of our BOGO sale stuff. So the BOGO sale I've been promoting where I do buy one, get one free. So how that works is if you are able to attend my live event, whatever you buy off my tables from the retired product that I put out, it includes stamp sets, bundles, paper, inks, refills, punches. I mean, I went through everything. So whatever you purchase off my retired tables, you simply give me an order of that equal amount and you just pay me for the order. So all of my retired products becomes your free one, your free products. So it's a great way for me to get those products into your hands to be able to have them continue to be used by all of you. And it's also a great win for me because I also get new product in your hands. And I love it when you guys order that new product. So anyway, I'm excited to do that. Claire is down here with me tonight. Most of you know my daughter Claire, or have seen her on my lives before. And a lot of you have been asking me how her sweet little Taffy is doing. I reported about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, that she was not feeling very well. And I'm happy to report she's feeling so much better. Claire, do you want to bring her in here and so everybody can see your Taffy? She was losing weight and she's now gaining weight. So I'm going to have Claire bring her up. Make sure you put her up kind of high so everyone can see her. So come on in here. So this is Taffy, and this is kind of why we chose to do our Hedgehugs stamp set with you all tonight, because we love our Hedgehugs. They are part of our family. And like I said, this is sweet little Taffy right here. So Claire's gonna let Taffy have a little bit of the limelight here in the camera. And Taffy is so even-tempered and just loves Claire. Claire, put her a little bit closer so everyone can really get a good look on her. She is so sweet. So she's feeling better, and her I think her belly's feeling better. Most of you know that she had some digestive issues, went to the vet, and she is doing a whole lot better. So thank you, Claire, for bringing your Taffy, and it's Taffie down. Most of you also know that we are going to be getting another hedgehog. We have a new one joining our family named Rosa in just about a week. So we're really excited to have those hedgehogs in our lives. We are a hedgehog family and we love them so much. So anyway, remember you guys need to share my video. So those of you that share, I see Cindy's here and Alice and Doreen. Hi ladies. For sharing my video, you get entered into my drawing to receive some free products. And for sharing this week, we have 2 prizes up for grabs. One is the velvet ribbon. This is the Rich Raspberry Velvet Ribbon. It's going to be retiring. So it's your chance to get that. And then we also had the Call Me Clover ribbon. So if you shared my video last week, your name was put into the drawing to receive these 2 prizes. And I'm happy to announce that we have 2 winners. So the winner of the green ribbon, the Call Me Clover ribbon, is Kim Klein. Kim, I know you go on Facebook, you're a Kimberly, but I think you might go as Kim, just the same way as I do. So congratulations, Kim, you are the winner of that ribbon. And the winner of our other ribbon is Poppy Boyd. So Poppy, congratulations. I'll be getting those out in the mail to each of you. Those of you that were my winners last week, I need to apologize. So this last week has been crazy busy for me. I've been my work has been crazy busy at the university that I work at. My girls have been busy. We wrapped up our dance season. We had Claire's now playing softball, so we have softball games Mondays and Wednesdays, and I had classes in there this last week, my Stampin' Up! Classes, and so I just want to apologize. I know there's a good handful of you that are waiting patiently for me to get back with you, maybe send you a PayPal invoice, get you a total of what you owe me for an order, so on and so forth. I promise that I took today and tomorrow off from work, so today was my day that I had helpers coming over to pull all my retired products, price it all, get all ready for my BOGO sale, and tomorrow was my day to get caught up on all my paperwork. So, and then I can have a couple days where hopefully I'm back to normal and you guys will start seeing more regular posts and things like that. But it has been a really crazy busy week for me, both in all facets of my life. That's being a mom and working and everything else. So I appreciate your patience. Know that I finally feel like I'm getting caught up. Like I said, if you could see my basement, you would know why I feel so amazing right now. And then there's 2 items up for grabs this week for sharing my video. We have the Heart Epoxy droplets. Now these droplets you can color with our blends or with just regular Sharpie markers and make these hearts any color that you would like to. So I encourage you to make sure you share my video. And then the other item up for grabs is a bolt of the Pineapple Punch ribbon. So this is just like the one that Kim won for sharing last week, just a different color, and it's the 1/8 inch, like the Grows Grain ribbon. I really like this ribbon, really like it. So those are the 2 items up for grabs this week, and like I said, all my mailings are going to be going out tomorrow. So if you are waiting for your prizes from last week, I promise they're going to be going out tomorrow with the prizes from this week. So anyway, I know I've talked about my BOGO sale a lot, and so I want to make sure that those of you that are long distance, I do have a online BOGO group that I'll be posting pictures to. So if you can't attend my live event on June 21st, 22nd, or 24th, all of my pictures, and trust me, there'll be tons left over. If you've seen how much stuff we priced today, oh my gosh, there'll be tons left over, and I'll give instructions on how it works, but it's pretty simple. You just claim what you want. I give you a total. You put in an online order. I ship you the items that you wanted from my sale, and then I just PayPal you an invoice to cover the shipping of the products to you of the stuff from my house here. So it's really quick and simple, not hard at all. If any of you have shopped with other online, I kind of hate to bring up LuLaRoe, but like if you saw something you wanted, you would comment want or sold or whatever. So same kind of thing. Once those albums go out there, you just comment what you want. When you're done shopping, you either add up what you want, all your stuff you got, or you tell me to add it up that you're done shopping. I add it up, and you just put in an online order, or I can put the online order in for you. I mean, I'm willing to work with you anyway to make it work, but there will be tons and tons of stuff left over. June online classes will be posting this weekend as well, because I am actually, that's on the agenda for tomorrow, is to get those out. So, and my June classes are all using new product from the new catalog. So I'm really happy to be sharing that with all of you as well. And then in June, there'll be an online bingo and a local bingo. So I'm doing both versions of it. And some of you I know prefer both, and some of you prefer the other. So those will be on Wednesday nights. I think one's the 12th, one's the 26th. And I'll be posting those on my page here in the few next coming days. But all the prizes will be bundles for the online version. All the prizes will be bundles from the new catalog. So I'm super stoked for that, because I know none of you are going to have them because they're brand new. So excited to do that. And then my in color card class, that registration link closes May 24th. So tomorrow, if you haven't signed up for that, basically that class is where I did a card using all of the 5 in colors, and you get 2 of each one, and then you also get a bolt of ribbon and some of the faceted silver gems that you put in the center of your flowers. But it's a good way for you, and the cards are pretty generic, so you can have them be anything that you want, but it's a good way for you to actually see the new win colors and try to figure out which one is your favorite and which one you might want to buy first. Or if you're like me, you have to have them all. So I want to make sure you guys know about that. And then I wanted to talk to you guys all about the blades, the Stampin' trimmer blades. So I know that you guys know the Stampin' trimmer is going to be retiring, and some of you have been giving me your order for trimmer blades. I was one of the few demonstrators who was lucky enough on the first go around about a week ago to order trimmer blades for anybody who was on my list. Those will also be going out in the mail tomorrow to those of you that ordered them. So I know Beth, Karen, if you're watching, those are going to be going out. I had thought there was going to be an additional chance to order more blades today, but it was only for our European, only for Europe that was able to order blades today. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the situation, because I know I have a lot of you frustrated that you can't order blades. What's going on? Why would Stampin' Up! Do this to us? So on and so forth. And I just want to kind of explain to you what's going on. So yes, our Stampin' Up! Trimmer is amazing. I love it too. But the problem is the blades. Stampin' Up! Is not able to get those blades from our supplier. They've never been able to have a big quantity of them on hand, which is why we were always limited to buying 3 of packs at a time. And it was getting harder and harder and harder for them to get those blades. And so they made the tough decision to discontinue the product because they can't keep up with the demand of us wanting some of these blades. But I want you to really kind of rethink this, because you know, Stampin' Up! Gave us some really valuable information at an event that I was at a couple weeks ago. And, you know, and I will tell you, I am 100% a firm believer that if Stampin' Up's discontinuing something, the next product they're going to come out with is going to be even bigger and better yet. And, you know, and a lot of people are trying to get their hands on 10 packs of those blades or 20 packs of those blades. But I want to tell you, if you were to purchase 5 packs of those blades at $6 a pack, that is $30. For $30, you could actually buy a trimmer from somewhere else, whether it be another, you know, I'm going to use the names, Joann's or Michael's or Hobby Lobby. You could buy a trimmer to get you by until Stampin' Up! Come out with their new one. So when you really put that in their perspective in the right way, you know, I mean, just like it happens to me sometimes, you know, you go to a store, they have a certain brand of a pair of pants, and I love them, and I buy them in every single color, and I wear them out, and then I want to go buy some more, and they're discontinued. I mean, things happen. And I mean, Stampin' Up's not happy they have to discontinue the trimmer, but they're doing what they have to do to help us and to support us. And so as much as I'm as sad about it as I am too, we have to kind of keep it positive and try to kind of put it in their perspective in which things happen. Now, if you still are looking for some trimmer blades, like I bought the 6 for myself to get me by for a while. The limit is 6. It might be changed. I'm not sure when the next shipment comes in. But the next shipment's going to be in June. I don't have a date. Stampin' Up's going to let us know. And I will try my best to get blades in the next shipment. But I had to tell you, they go really, really fast. And the only reason why I was able to get them last time is because one of my downline sent me a text message saying, hey, I tried to order blades and I could, and I wasn't at work that afternoon, so I was able to log in right away and order blades for everybody on my list, including myself. So that's kind of how that happened. But I might not be that lucky next time, because if I'm at work or in a meeting or at the ball field or somewhere where I'm not able to get to a computer, I may not be able to order them. So know that I will do the best that I can to service all of you with those blades if I can. So make sure you let me know. You send me a message if you want me to try to get some for you. But again, I want you to keep it in that perspective that if you're going to be spending $30 on blades, or even to get them the maximum, you could actually go out and buy another trimmer for that to kind of get you by. So just keep that in mind. I don't want you to feel like that you're stuck. There's other trimmers out there. I'm going to kind of wait and see what Stampin' Up! Comes up with. But again, I just really wanted to address that issue because I know that some of you had questions about those trimmer blades. And if you have any additional questions that I have not answered, please message me. I'd be happy to answer you and help you out. And maybe if you need a recommendation on a trimmer or what you can use in the interim, please let me know that as well. Okay, so with that, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about what I'm going to be sharing with you tonight, as I'm reaching in front of you guys. I chose to focus on the Hedgehugs stamp set, and I had to tell you guys that I can't believe that I've never done this one yet. Like I said, you all know we have Hedgehugs. We've had Hedgehugs for over a year. I'm not sure if all of you know the history as to why we have Hedgehugs, but my daughter Claire has some allergies she's got a mild case of asthma. So we didn't want a lot of the pet hair in our house, and Hedgehugs don't have hair. They have quills. And are they picky? A little bit, but when you get them the more they interact with their owner, the more calm they get, which is why Claire's is she has this hedgehog out every single day when she's home from school till the time she goes to bed, this hedgehog is out. But so when this came out, I was really excited. When the stamp set came out, we were just talking about getting Hedgehugs. My older daughter Natalie did some homework on pets that they could have in the house that wouldn't shed hair, wouldn't be anyway. And so my niece also had a hedgehog, which is kind of where we came up with the idea to have Hedgehugs. So I'm really excited. We love our Hedgehugs, and so I'm sad to see the stamp set go. Now I will tell you, if you're interested in getting the stamp set, I encourage you to do it sooner than later because it's on low inventory. I checked that right before I went live with you all. And I was like, no, please, in case any of you want this stamp set, don't sell out yet. Now, if you put in a $30 qualifying order with me tonight through, I'm going to keep it open through Monday night since we have a long weekend, you will get the projects that I'm going to be showcasing with you tonight, okay? So you'll have ideas of how to use the Hedgehog stamp set if you choose to get that, or if there's other things that you still want to purchase, like any of our retiring card stocks. I think there's quite a few of them still left, but any $30 qualifying purchase, you will qualify to receive what I'm going to be sharing with you tonight. And I'm actually going to be showing you guys a technique. It's called the masking technique. And so I'm excited to show you that. And then I'm going to be showcasing a cute little 3D gift giving idea and a money holder just in time for graduation. So with that, I'm going to transition my camera over to my stamp area and we are going to get started. So I'll be back with you in just a couple of moments. Okay, so yeah, we had a lot of fun in our basement today. I had 3 of my ladies here with me, and they were helping me price. My friend Jen, who does all of my cutting, and I mean all of my cutting, and my mother-in-law does some too, I should say that, but Jen does a lot of the cutting for my classes, and so she was here, and then I had a couple of my other friends, Sabina and Linda, who came and helped me as well. And we were at it pretty much all day long. I gotta get this straight, you guys. My phone is still not straight in this holder, so bear with me. I don't want it crooked. I can't. It drives me crazy. There we go. Okay. I'm just gonna turn my computer around as well so that I can make sure you guys can all see me okay and see all my projects. Okay, so these are the projects I'm gonna be sharing with you today. Aren't they adorable? Cute, right? So anyway, I'm going to first start off by sharing with you this cute little money holder card. Now this card, I have to tell you, was given to me as a template, or the template was given to me by one of my amazing customers and friends. Her name is Janet Krell, and Janet made this because, and I thought I had an envelope here, but I don't, but this will fit in a standard what's the word I'm looking for? Envelope, a standard number 10 envelope, so that you don't have to make an envelope or buy anything special. So this will fit in those regular sizes that you send your bills in or whatever. And it holds money perfectly. And my intention was to get a couple of $1 bills to show you how they fit behind here. But I asked my husband for those and I never got them. But anyway, so let me share the measurements with this, and I will also post the measurements in the description of my video after I am done with my live tonight with all of you. But basically, thanks again to Janet, it's 8.5 by 6 1/4. And then you're going to score this at the 3 1/4 inch line and the 6 1/4 inch line. Okay, and so when you score it, this just folds up, this just folds down, and you have a perfect little template or a card for putting money in for graduation open houses. And so mine just says, "Hi there, today is special, just like you." Isn't that cool? So here is my template that I already did in advance. Okay, and then I just measured the size of this and cut a piece of cardstock in Calypso Coral. Actually, sorry, I did soft suede first, 1/4 inch smaller. And then I did the Calypso Coral, another 1/4 inch smaller. And I have these measurements that I will post for you. If I tell you right now, you're not going to be writing them down anyway, so I'll make sure that I post them for you guys. So I'm just going to adhere these two together. And what I wanted was a kind of a holder that would work for both, either, you know, for masculine, for boys, or for girls. And I think the stamp set the colors I chose, it can go either way, which is kind of what I liked about it. And I know that all of you have got to have some open houses coming up in the next few weeks. I know we've got about 4 or 5 of them ourselves. So looking forward to those. Although I'm not looking forward to our banking account being broke by all of the gifts we're going to be giving for them. But anyway, I'm used my same 3 layering circles that I use on a regular basis for my hedgehog. So this one right here is the 2 1/4 inch. This one right here is the Starburst punch. And then I used a piece of white scrap. So let me bring that in here. And I'm going to use our hedgehog. And I like the hedgehogs stamped with the Early Espresso ink the best. I think that it really gives the hedgehogs a nice color. Now you could use a lighter color because I'm here to tell you, I'm living proof that hedgehogs come in dark, they come in light. Rosa, who's going to be joining our family here in another week, is actually, she's got a really white head and then her body is kind of darker. Her quills are dark and her belly is white too. So it's kind of cool. I probably should have stamped that up a little bit higher because I'm going to be punching it out, but you'll get the gist of it here. So this time I actually chose to use the other hedgehog, whereas on my sample I chose to use the one that's kind of looking down. Just going to adhere this on here. Aren't they cute? I'm here to tell you, they are so adorable. Now you could use some dimensionals to adhere this down, but I chose to just put it on with some snail. I see we got Kay that joined us, and Sandy and Shireen. Hi ladies, nice to have you with us. I then cut a piece of the soft suede cardstock and a piece of Whisper White. Again, 1/4 inch. I believe this is 1 inch by 2, and this is 3/4 inch by maybe 1 3/4. Or again, I'll list all of these on my in my description as soon as I'm done with my video tonight. And I'm just going to layer those together. And then those I did put on with some dimensionals. Why I chose to do one with dimensionals, one with not, I'm not sure. Don't ask me why I do some of the crazy things that I do, because I don't really know why. But anyway, so I'm just going to put this here at the top. And then I also chose to stamp some of these cute little mushrooms on the bottom directly onto my card. So let me pull that out here and adhere that to a block. The only problem with this color of ink, this dark brown, the Early Espresso, is it's really a mess when you're going to clean them off the, and like I said, we really clean down here, so I don't even know where one of my cloths is right now. So in the real world, I would have probably stamped these before I glued them on, but again, it works perfect. Kind of forgot about them, you guys, until right now. And then what I did is I used our linen thread. This is our linen thread, and it comes on a little spool like this. And again, a little tip for all of you. So some of my customers have been telling me that they get this, and it's really, really, you know, kind of swirly, and it's not very straight, and it's hard to tie a knot. So I know some of people actually iron this. I would not, I do not, but if you just kind of take it and run your hand across it a couple times, it will actually bring those right out for you, okay? So if you're having problems tying little knots with any of the baker's twine or any of the things that come on little spools, just kind of rub it out with your hand and you'll be surprised that it comes right out, no issues whatsoever. And then you're just gonna make a little bow. And with our paper snips, we're gonna cut those ends and adhere this with a glue dot down to my card like so. And there you have a cute little graduation money card holder. Now you could do this with any stamp sets. Again, I'm focusing on the hedgehogs tonight, but you could do this with any of your stamp sets that you might have and incorporate a cute little graduation sentiment on it. But what Janet really liked about this when she handed this to me as a template was the fact that this will fit in a number 10 envelope, which is the envelope that usually people pay their bills in. I thought I had one in my basket to showcase for you guys to put this in, but I can't find it right now. But it fits in a normal sized envelope and it holds the money in there perfect. There's still room right here for you to be able to write your to and from, and a little note or a little note to your graduate up here in this top part. So when she handed this to me as a template, I said to her, do you mind if I share that? Because I love it. And she says, no, I would love it if you did. So anyway, thank you so much, Janet. If you're not watching live, I know you'll be watching the replay later. And then I also topped it off with a couple of rhinestones on there as well. Cute and simple. So that's my first project. I wanted to share with all of you. Now, my next project, I'm probably not going to actually make it with all of you, but I want to show you guys this awesome gift giving idea, because this is something, again, when I focus on my projects, I'm always looking for something that could be very easy, duplicatable for you guys to be able to duplicate, to give as a teacher gift at the end of the school year, or to give to a coworker, or to give to your Sunday school teacher. They love receiving cute little things. So I have made 2 of these, and my girls have different teachers. They don't have one teacher now for their entire day, but they each get to pick one teacher that they want to give this to. And this is so quick and so simple to make. So again, if you're like, okay, but I'm not into the hedgehogs like you are, I get it. But there are tons of other stamp sets that you could follow the exact same process to be able to make this. So what I did is I used our pizza boxes. Now our pizza boxes are in our annual catalog, and they are carrying over. I'm grabbing my catalog because I want to be able to tell you guys the price of those pizza boxes, because they are really inexpensive and they are so darling and so cute that everyone I've given one of these pizza boxes to, they absolutely love it. They're like, oh my gosh, where did you get that? And I can say, oh, well, Stampin' Up! Sells them. And it's been an amazing talking point because everyone loves those little pizza boxes. Bear with me while I try to find where they're at here. So you get 8 boxes for $6. And the neat thing is these boxes, they are like a matte on the one side, so like a matte finish. And on the inside, they are more of the glossy finish. And the reason why is if you fold them the way that I did, where the gloss is on the inside, you can actually put cookies in here or food or something like that. Now, what I chose to put in here is some cute little note cards. Now, again, you can follow the same template when you're putting making your own note cards. I simply started with a piece of cardstock. This is where 12 by 12 cardstock is perfect for note cards, because this is cut 3 by 6, and then I scored it at 3, and because it's 3 by 6, you can get, I think it's 12 note cards out of one piece of 12 by 12 cardstock, and there's no waste, which is why I love to do 12 by 12. And then because this is 3 by 3, I cut a piece of cardstock for my mat at 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, used the starburst punch, and then used the 2-inch punch, and again topped it with a cute little tie at the top, or a little bow using the linen thread. This I did pop up with some dimensionals, and you're probably asking, how did you do that background? If you watched my Facebook Live not too long ago where I did the fish cards, you would have seen where I used the marbled background paired with the crackle paint. And I did one and then the other, and it right on top of each other, and it gives you this awesome background. I also used that same technique for the box mat here as well. And then all I did is I measured the pizza box. I think it was like 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. No, it's 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. So this is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, then 3 by 3. So again, all you gotta do is measure the piece and make it a little bit smaller. But aren't these darling? So inside this box is going to be 4 little note cards. Now, how cute would these little note cards be? So let's say you were actually giving a gift for graduation. You could actually just put one of these little note cards in there and write who it's from instead of giving an actual card. These little note cards would be great for a baby shower or a bridal shower or anything like that. But they're the perfect size for when you're going to be giving gifts. And I think that they make a great gift to give to somebody, because how many times do you're getting ready for an event you've been invited to, and you got a gift ready to go, and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't have a card. That's where these are perfect. And the other awesome thing is that Stampin' Up! Also sells 3 by 3 cards, or envelopes. So these will fit directly into these awesome little envelopes, so you can still put your to and from and stick them into your gift. Now these envelopes, again, they're 3 by 3. You get 40 of them for $9.50. So again, a great value for being able to give a cute little gift. And these go together so fast simply by punching and scoring, punching, folding. I think I made 2 of these in like 10 minutes. But a cute little gift to give, like I said, to a teacher or a coworker, or just to have on hand to give as a housewarming gift, just as a little something. Aren't they cute? Love it. Okay, and I'm going to show you guys really quick. Literally, these are the only supplies that I have for this thing. Like I said, I'm going to be making a couple more, but it's the card. I made 4 of them, so it's 4 of these that are cut 3 by 6, scored at 3, and then you have your tops, and then you have this. I have one little piece of paper that went through the middle. Quick and simple. Quick, quick, quick. So anyway, now the pizza boxes, if you ever order them, they do come unassembled. They come in a package like this, and you have to put them together, but they're really, really easy to do, and really, they're fun to do. So I have an event that I'm actually co-hosting with my dear friend Chris Colley, and my gift for everyone is going to be a little box. I'm not going to probably use the Hedgehugs because it's going to be discontinued, but I'm going to be using the in colors and making some kind of a cute little decorative box with some coordinating note cards to put in there as my little gift to all of the attendees. So if those of you that are attending that, I know I've got a handful of you attending, you got a little sneak peek of a gift you're getting, but not quite, because it's not going to look just like this one, but similar. Okay, so the next thing, and I didn't even bother to tell you guys or show you guys up close the actual Hedgehug stamp set. So let me take a moment to do that. So this is what the stamp set looks like. I believe the stamp set is $20, and you get 2 hedgehogs, and you get the cute little squirrel, and then some outdoor elements, including the mushrooms, the bird on a tree, and the little stump of the tree here. But I love this, sending hedgehogs your way, adorable you, today is special, or just hi there. So you got some pretty good sentiments on there. Again, this is on low inventory, so if you're interested in getting this, I suggest you do it sooner than later. And again, any $30 order placed from now till Monday night at midnight, you will receive all 3 of the projects that I'm showcasing. So you will receive all of the supplies to put together the cute little box, the cute little money gift card holder that I showed you, and then this 3rd card that I'm going to be sharing with you right now. So my 3rd card, and I had some help coloring the hedgehogs, so they look a little not the perfect, but I had Claire down here helping me when I was making this card, and she had a lot of fun. And I'm telling you, it's so fun to bring your kids into your Stampin' Up! Journey and into your Stampin' Up! Business. So she colored in the cute little hedgehogs, and so I'm going to share with you guys how I did that and how I actually made this card using what's called the masking technique, okay? It looks hard, but it's really, really not. So the first thing I have is I'm going to start with a piece of 30 flamingo cardstock. This is cut 5.5 by 8.5. And it's my card base. I've already got that pre-scored at 4 1/4, so I can easily fold that down. So that is my card base. And then I have 3 pieces of cardstock. And again, I'll be putting all these measurements out there. But one of them, I used the stripes embossing folder. This is crumb cake, and I believe this is cut 2 by 4, I'm gonna guess, or 1 3/4 by 4. And that goes here at the top. And then I have another little piece right here that's going to go down here at the bottom. And what I did on that, let me bring in a piece of grid paper so that I don't make a mess on my my backdrop here. Let me bring this in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp on the bottom of this. There's a stamp in the image, or the Hedgehug stamp set, that has like a flower on it. Let me bring it in so you guys can see it. It's this one right here. And so I'm going to be stamping that all over the bottom of my my crumb cake piece. Just have to find an empty block so I can do that. There we go. Okay, bringing in my early espresso. So all I'm going to do is do some stamping onto this. And I'm kind of going different directions with it, and I'm stamping kind of off on some of it because I don't want all of the flowers to be looking the exact same. Oh, that one here. You kind of get the idea of what I'm trying to create here. So that's why you want to put the paper underneath, so when you stamp off, you don't get your, your paper all dirty. Oh, let me do one more little one right there. Okay, so there is my backdrop. And you could do that if you wanted to on a whole mat of a card front as well. Kind of make it patterned like your own little designer series paper. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this onto the bottom of my card, like so. And I'm going to be gluing this on, leaving a little bit of a border around like we normally do. And then I'm going to be adhering on the piece that I ran through my Big Shot with the striped embossing folder. Now that embossing folder is going to be retiring. So if it's one that you guys want, I'm sure you should get it probably before the end of the month. And then I have a piece of Whisper White that's going to kind of connect these two together, kind of like that, so that I have a little bit at the top and a little bit of a space there. And then this is the piece that I'm going to show you guys how I did my awesome masking. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my hedgehogs onto this piece of Whisper White. Now I'm going to stamp both of them. I want to kind of create the image that they're playing outside. Okay, it's a nice sunny day. Hedgehogs love the sun, or love being warm, I should say. They have to have a heat lamp on with them. So, you know, like I said, they love being nice and toasty warm. And so I'm just going to stamp my 2 hedgehogs onto my piece of Whisper White like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some simple masking and doing some sponging while this is masked. So I'm going to show you what I mean by masking. If I can get my ink pad to close, maybe I just leave it open. So what I did in advance, and I'm going to actually use the ones that I used to, oh, I should probably also do my mushrooms down here. So let me get my mushrooms done. I need to find one of my cloths to be able to clean off my mushrooms. So let me find one of those. I'm telling you guys, every single one of my tables is clean. So I got to find one. Okay. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. So I'm just going to clean this off with my sham. I know you guys have seen me use these before. So I know I talked about the simple chamois when they first came out. This is what mine looks like after a year of use. And I love it. I still love it as much as I did the first day. And I hope that all of you consider getting one. It cleans your stamps so, so nice. Now what I'm going to do to be able to add my mushrooms, and so you can see that they are in different colors. The top of the mushrooms I did in pink and the bottoms are done in brown. And so I want to show you what I did. So you're gonna, like I said, you want to make sure you have your stamp nice and clean and nice and dry. So I'm letting that dry a little bit. And then I'm using the Flirty Flamingo marker, and all I'm gonna do is color on top these mushrooms with my markers. So this is a way in which you can add 2 different colors to your stamped images at one time. Okay, now these markers are the watercolor markers. These are not the blends. You do not want to use your blends on these markers because that color will stay on them. These are the watercolor markers that are in the catalog that we've had for quite a while. And then I'm just going to kind of ink up the bottom part with this brown. And then what you're going to want to do before you actually stamp this down onto your piece of cardstock, you're going to huff it a little bit. And that just means blowing on it. And what that does is re-moistens everything that you've stamped, or everything that you colored on there, for it to give you a really nice, cool image. Can you guys see that? Isn't that cool? Love it. So that is how you can incorporate adding different colors to your stamps. You simply color right onto your stamps using your markers. Now the next thing that I did, and I did this in advance when I made my sample to share with you all, is I stamped out all of my images that I just stamped onto my card base there. So these are stamped and then I cut them out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these to mask the one that I have on here. Now, if I had some temporary adhesive, I would be using temporary adhesive to hold it on. And I meant to go to the store and get some today because I was off. But I'm telling you, I know you guys have heard it already 20 million times. We got so much done here in my basement that I didn't have time to make it to the store. So I'm going to do my best to hold that there while I do some sponging to show you guys how this works. So again, we have our little hedgehog underneath of there. I'm going to put this down and I'm going to hold on to it the best I can. And then I'm going to use a sponge. And I'm simply going to, and I actually rubbed the color on here instead of sponging. I'm going to be putting some of the blue on here for the blue sky. And I want to make sure I get around this little masked part pretty good. So when you see that things, when they do like different sunsets or sunrises on cards and you're thinking, how did they do that? Masking is a huge technique for those kinds of designs where you just want to be able to get ink around something without going on top of it. Look how cool. So now I want to add some of the dirt or some of the sand. So I'm going to cover up my other little hedgehog. And I am going to bring in my crumb cake. Crumb cake is a really good ink for doing sand. Okay, I love it. It's perfect. And I'm just going to do the same thing, cover that up, and I'm going to rub on some crumb cake going around, and I'm just going to kind of let that meet where the blue is as well. I'm just going to stamp around him. So you can use these same little masks over and over and over again. You don't have to do a different one for each card that you make. But this is where if I would have had some temporary adhesive, I would have been able to put that right there and it would have held really good. I wouldn't have to be doing it the way I'm doing it, but it works. Now, would you want to make a lot of cards this way? Probably not. But it is fun. It is fun to do. So I'm just going to hold those there while I add some more of the dirt down here. Isn't that cool? Have you guys seen this technique done before, or is this the first time that some of you have seen this done? Just curious. It's something that I haven't done in quite a while, and I'm just going to work around this hedgehog, and then I'm going to do the mushrooms there in just a couple of minutes. Okay, now we're going to do the mushrooms. And again, these little images that I have cut out, you can keep using them over and over and over again. It's okay if they get all icky because you're just using them for a masking technique. So now, when I did this, I noticed that my mushrooms had quite a bit of, you know, the brown or the white to them inside. And I actually moved this, you know, all over the place to get as much of that covered up as I possibly could. Okay, and then what I did to color in those mushroom stems is I used one of our blender pens, and I'm going to pull up some of the crumb cake, and I am just going to color this in a little bit more. And if you really wanted to, you could even do a little bit of sponging on top of those, on top of those mushrooms. It wouldn't look too bad if you did that as well, to kind of fill in that gap. So let me bring that up and show you guys. Isn't that awesome? And so it looks like I, you know, colored those when really I didn't. Or that I kind of put those right on there when I just masked them. Now, the next thing I want to share with you is how you can color your hedgehogs. Now, this is something that if you're going to do, you do not want to run the blender pen across the hedgehogs for too long. But what I did, oh good, a couple of you have seen this before or you like it, that's awesome. So what I'm going to do, because our blender pens already have some water built into them, I'm going to simply pull some of the color from the hedgehog and blend it right over to color him. You see how I'm doing that? And I'm not spending a lot of time with that because I don't want to tear my paper, because I am dealing with regular colored or regular paper. But look how that gives you a really quick and subtle coloring to that hedgehog. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. I'm just pulling it together with like one stroke. You can see I'm not going back and forth. I'm just blending it together by stroking one way. Okay. And it will give you quick, simple coverage. Isn't that adorable? I love it. Okay, so that is how you do your masking if you ever wanted to make different outdoor scenes or things like that. And then I'm going to adhere this to my card using some dimensionals. Love it. Love, love, love that. I haven't done that in quite a while, so I was really excited to be able to do that. So it was fun. So that's why I would keep these again if I wanted to use them for an additional card, if I wanted to make more than one of these or whatever. And I'm just going to adhere this down to my card like so. Look how realistic that looks. And then I used the same stamps. I used the flower stamp, and I did the green leaves and the pink flower the exact same way I showed you how I did these, where I used the markers to color on the stamp. Did high there on top of that. And then I used the 1.5 inch punch and the 1.25 inch punch to layer those together, added them onto the card with a dimensional, and added a couple of rhinestones to it. Isn't that adorable? I love it. It looks so realistic. So those are the cute projects that I made to share with you guys tonight. I hope that you liked them. And like I said, I love the Hedgehog stamp set. If you don't have it yet, I encourage you to get it. It's one that I won't be parting with because I love it so much. And again, if you put in a $30 order with me from now through Monday night, you will receive all the supplies to make this cute little box and the 4 note cards, this awesome card, and then one of these little money holders as well. Cute, right? Next week, I will be sharing with you guys all a sneak peek of one of the bundles coming out in the new annual catalog. I haven't decided yet which one I'm going to do. It depends on which one I have time to play with this weekend. So I'm going to surprise you with that, but I will announce it to you all later this weekend or early next week once I have time to play with one of them again. I have played already with the Magnolia Lane, with the Perennial Essence, and what's the third one I've played with? There's 3 of them that I've been using so far. I'm drawing a blank now. Oh, the birds. I use the birds one, the bird ballads as well. So next week I'm going to be sharing with you all some of the new products using one of the new suites. But again, I hope you all enjoyed these products tonight, and thank you for letting me share our love of hedgehogs with all of you. We love them, and I'm glad that you don't mind seeing them come on camera every once in a while. And I'll make sure you all see Rosa once we get her in about a week. So thank you everyone for stopping by tonight. And like I said, if you've been waiting to hear from me, you will either tonight or tomorrow, because that is my catch-up day for all of that wonderful stuff. So thanks, ladies. Have a great evening, and I hope to see you all back here soon. Bye.